everyone. I'm Dr. Rizwana, working as Professor of Physics in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today we are going to take one important phenomena associated with light waves. We are going to discuss about phenomena of interference, and we know that if we take this phenomena of interference, how we are going to define it? This phenomena of interference, it is based on principle of superposition of waves. And interference is nothing but when light waves superimpose, then what we'll observe here is intensity gets modified in the region of superposition of light waves. And if intensity is increased, or if intensity becomes maximum, then the type of interference, it is called as constructive interference. And whereas if intensity is if intensity is minimum, if we have minimum intensity, the type of interference, it is called as destructive interference. Okay, and when we know that we have seen Young's double slit experiment. What is Young's double slit experiment? We'll take a source, okay, and light from that source, it is made to pass through two slits. Suppose here we are getting spherical wavefront from this source. Now once this spherical wavefront coming from our main source or monochromatic source, when it is made to pass through two slits, and these two slits, they are separated by distance small d, then what happens here? Division of wavefront takes place, and from each slit will have one separate wavefront coming out, and these two wavefronts, they will be coherent because they are coming from the same source, and these two wavefronts, they'll undergo superimposition, and when crust falls on crust of one wavefront coming from one slit and crust of another wavefront from another slit, when they overlap, okay, then what will happen? Constructive interference takes place and it will result in maximum intensity and will get bright fringe. Whereas crust of one wavefront overlaps with trough of another wavefront, then what happens? There will be cancellation of intensity and will get dark fringe. So out of our interference pattern, we know that on the screen, and the screen, it is kept at distance capital D. So what we'll observe here is on the screen we'll get alternate bright and dark fringes. And here one specialty of this interference pattern is, in this case, of course, we'll get alternate bright and dark fringes, and all bright fringes as well as dark fringes, they are of same width. So here, the distance between two consecutive bright fringes or distance between two consecutive dark fringes in case of interference pattern, it will be same. And that particular distance between two consecutive dark fringes or bright fringes, it is called as fringe width. And this fringe width, it is usually denoted by symbol beta, and how it is given, that formula is lambda d by small d. What is lambda? Lambda is our monochromatic wavefront. Okay, so it's the wavelength of monochromatic wavefront. And what is capital D? Capital D is distance of the screen on which we are recording fringes, and from where the distance, it is from those two slits, and these two slits, they are also called as virtual coherent sources. Because we know that interference pattern takes place only if your wavefront undergoing superimposition are coherent, if they are in phase with each other. That's why he has used single source, and he made wavefront from the source get divided into two parts by making them go through two slits. And what is small d? Small d is distance between those two slits. And in order to get good interference pattern, this capital D, which is distance between the two slits and screen, should be very, very large. And the small d, which is distance between the two slits, it should be very, very small. Okay, so we'll take our first problem based on the fringe width. Now, if you go to this problem, so here we have two slits, and what is the distance of separation? It is 0.2 mm. It is given in millimeters. And also we were given wavelength. When wavelength is 500 nanometer, we need to find fringe width. And in this case, where is our screen kept? Screen is kept at distance 1 meter from the slits. So what is the data given? Data given is, see, in some ways, that formula, it is given as lambda d by 2d. What is 2d? 2d is taken as distance between these two virtual coherent sources. So in some formulas, it is represented as 2d, or simply it is written as d. So if separation between slits is taken as 2d, then our formula will get modified like this. So here in this case, that value, it is given as 0.2 millimeter. Now we have to convert it into meters, and 1 mm, it is equal to 10 power of minus 3 meters, and wavelength it is given as 500 nanometer. Nano means 10 power of minus 9 meters, and distance of the screen capital D already it is given in meters. So directly we are going to make the substitution in fringe width. So here in place of wavelength it is 500 into 10 power of minus 9 into 1 divided by 0.2 into 10 power of minus 3, and when we calculate what is the value of fringe width we are getting it as 2.75 into 10 power of minus 3 meters, which is 2.75 millimeters. Then going to next numerical. So in this numerical we were given wavelength, and what is the value of wavelength given? 6000 angstroms. So angstroms, if you want to convert this angstroms into meter, what is that conversion? 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power of minus 10 meters. And that capital D, distance of slits from the screen is given. What is that value? 1 meter. And here in this case, what else is given? We were given distance between two consecutive bright fringes. That is nothing but our fringe width. As I told you, how we are going to define fringe width? Fringe width is distance between two consecutive bright fringes or dark fringes. So in this case, we were given value of beta, but that value it is given in mm. And what we are supposed to find? We are supposed to find distance between two coherent sources. So we have to find value of small d. Okay. And we know value for fringe width is lambda d by small d. Beta value, because it is given in mm, we'll try to convert it into meters. And even wavelength also we have written in meters. And this distance from the screen, slits from the screen is also given in meters. And we'll make all those substitutions in this formula. Our distance between two coherent sources, it comes out to be 1.2 millimeters. Then going to next problem. So coming to this Young's double slit experiments. So distance between the slits is given, which is 0.28 millimeters. And what is the value of capital D, which is distance between the slits and the screen? It is 1.4 meters. And distance between, now if we carefully see this particular problem, distance between central bright fringe and the fourth bright fringe value is given, which comes out to be 1.2 centimeter. And using this parameter, we need to find wavelength of light. Okay, so this is little bit different from problems which you have taken before. So first, we'll try to see the data given in the problem. We were given distance between slits, which is small d, and it comes out to be 0.28 millimeters. We know that 1 millimeter is 10 power of minus 3 meters. And distance between slits and screen, it is given as 1.4 meters. And suppose this distance, this is not fringe width. Let us suppose that distance between central fringe and this fourth bright fringe, if we represent by this symbol, and what is it value is given? 1.2 centimeter. And we know that 1 centimeter is 10 power of minus 2 meters. Okay. And when we take our constructive interference distance between the fringes, it is given by formula n lambda d by small d. And n, where n is order of fringes. This is not formula for fringe width. This is formula between two fringes. Those two fringes may not be consecutive fringes. So this formula, it holds good only when you are considering distance between any two bright fringes. Okay. But whereas our fringe width, it is the formula for distance between two consecutive either bright fringes or dark fringes. So this formula we are taking because we were given distance between central bright fringe and fourth fringe. So here in this case, so when I try to find lambda using this particular formula, lambda it comes out to be, so u into d. What is u? U is how much it is given? It is given as 1.2 into 10 power of minus 2 meters into distance between slits is 0.28 into 10 power of minus 3 meters divided by what is that order from center to fourth? It means that our order is 4 into what is the distance between slits and screen? It is given as 4, and when we calculate our wavelength, it comes out to be 600 nanometer. Then coming to next one, here in this case, we have taken light of two different wavelengths. One is 6500 angstroms, another one is 5200 angstroms. And both these lights, they are used in order to find interference fringes. And small d value, it is 2 mm. And of course, distance of the slits and the screen is 120 centimeter. And here we need to find two things. First thing is I need to find what is the distance of third bright fringe from the central fringe for this particular wavelength 6500 angstroms, and then I need to find what is the least distance from the central maxima when the bright fringes due to both wavelengths coincide. So when we try to focus on our first problem, as you can see here, again we are coming back to that formula. Okay, so what is that formula? We know that xn, we can also write it as xn, and also we can represent it as u. What is xn? Xn, it will give you distance between any two bright fringes. And what is the formula for it? It is given as n lambda d by small d. Okay, so in this case, we are trying to find from the center to the third bright fringes. So that's why here order n, it will become 3. And we know value of this capital D, it is given as 120 centimeter, means 120 into 10 power of minus 2 meters. And we were given wavelength in angstroms. So when we convert it into meters, it is 10 power of minus 10 meters divided by our small d, it is in mm. So we'll convert it as 10 power of minus 3 meters. So when we do it, the distance for this particular wavelength from center to the third fringe, it comes out to be 0.12 centimeter. Now, coming to solving our second part, let us suppose that nth maxima of light for wavelength 6500 angstroms coincides with that nth maxima of 5200 angstroms. So in this case, because both are coinciding, so what I have done, I made use of this formula. So in this case, nth maxima for wavelength 6500 angstroms, and here capital D and small d will be same in both the cases. Okay, and similarly, this should be equal to nth maxima in case of wavelength which is 5200 angstroms. When I do it, I'll get this ratio of mth maxima to the nth maxima. It comes to be 4 by 5. Now, what is the meaning of this statement? It means that fourth bright fringe of light of wavelength 6500 angstrom coincides with fifth bright fringe of wavelength 5200 angstroms. So in order to find the least distance in this formula, what I have to do? I have to substitute in place of order of fringe 4. So if I make that substitution for this particular wavelength, my least distance, it comes out to be 0.16 centimeter. Now coming to our last but one problem here. In this case, we were given wavelength which is in nanometer, and we were given distance between the two slits, and also we were given distance between slits and screens, and we need to find fringe width. So we know that fringe width formula is this. When we make substitution of all those data given, our fringe width, it comes out to be 0.59 mm. Okay, so coming to last problem here. In this case, we were given wavelength 500 nanometer. Okay, and we were given distance of the slit from the screen which is 2 meters. And what data is given? We were given that on 5 centimeter. So suppose on the screen, if I select distance of 5 centimeter, how many fringes are formed here? Around 100 fringes are formed. So total how many fringes? 100 fringes are formed. And we need to find distance between slits, small d. Okay, so lambda is 500 nanometer. It means that 500 into 10 power of minus 9 meters. Capital D is 2 meters. Now, in order to find small d from this formula, I need to find beta value. How can I find fringe width from this data given? So, in 5 centimeter, 100 fringes are formed. Therefore, 5 centimeter divided by 100, or 5 into, in meters, if I want to write 10 power of minus 2 meters by 100, will give my fringe width as 5 into 10 power of minus 4 meters. Once I know fringe width, if I substitute in this formula, my distance between slits, it's come out to be 2 mm. Okay. So with this, I'm going to end my session here. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.